All right, let's go ahead and catch you guys up. Obviously, some things have happened. Time has changed. You should see my screen right now with Photoshop, and I'm down in the little corner. That was a whole endeavor to figure out how to do that and get that to work for this new setup, because as I move forward, I will still be doing the more traditional art videos that I've been doing with like this art going on behind me, but I'm moving forward into learning digital art and design, and I want to be able to share that. So hence the kind of hiatus and figuring out how to actually make that happen. There's software involved and different tools, factors, a lot of different things that actually go into figuring that out. The way I have this set up right now, my camera's kind of fixed somewhere, so if you guys are interested in what my setup is, how I'm doing anything, you are always free to ask. If nobody does, honestly, I'm not going to go into it and bore you guys with that. We'll just stick to the art stuff, but I'm never going to hide anything that I'm doing. That being said, let's focus on the tablet. I had left it to charge and I learned that it doesn't actually charge, which I think should be something that is listed somewhere on it. In today's day and age, you never know what device is going to charge and not going to charge. So that means something to take note of about this tablet is that you can't take it with you. It's not portable. It's not meant to be used on its own, even though it is a screen. So it's like a second screen to your computer that you can work on and work directly on, or just use it as a tablet and watch your computer screen as you're working. However, it doesn't work outside of that. So you can't charge it. You can't just take it with you on the road and be like, oh, okay, this is going to be my drawing device. If you want to do that, I recommend getting a smaller portable one. I'm assuming. Hopefully in the future, I've already invested enough money right now in new technology, but that would be really cool to have in the future is a portable tablet. Another thing to note, there are a lot of cables happening with this, and that's why I wasn't able to get it to turn on and it wasn't powering up, which is, again, this is what I feel must be a common issue, and I don't know why there is no troubleshooting in its little booklet talking about it, because all it was is there is a USB-C cable that you plug into the tablet itself. And then from that, it's a decently long cord, so you don't have to have your tablet directly next to your laptop, PC, whatever it is that you're plugging it into. From that cord is an HDMI and 2 USB cables that need to be plugged in. So the black one can plug directly into your computer. The red one is the power supply. So what was happening is the tablet wasn't getting enough power from my laptop to be able to turn on. And this is the part that I feel like should have been in the book. Like I said, I don't know why they couldn't just put a line in there that says, hey, if it's not starting up, that means it's not getting enough power. So what you're supposed to do is take that red cable, you can plug it into, they have the power supply box to be able to plug it into an outlet. You hook those two up and make it charge. Now, the cable for the red is not very long at all. So at first I was really frustrated and I was like, I don't know how this is supposed to work. This is a really short cable and now I've got cables going everywhere. They do have an extension USB cable that lets you extend that so it doesn't have to be right next to the power supply. So overall, it's really good. It has a lot of things that are ready to adapt to your situation as long as you're ready for a lot of cords. But these are all things I really feel like should have been in the setup. And I think I found some other reviews that were just complaining a little bit about that's kind of hard as far as an intro, user-friendly thing. That should be in the package, I think, personally. Something else to note about the screen is even though it is a separate screen, it is not a touchpad, so you can't click on it with your fingers at all. You have to use the stylus. So that's what I think is really cool about this pen. I'm using the cap. You can just set it on your desk, and it's a pen holder. I love that. But that means you just have to use this, and that's what it's looking for, the different pressure and pushing. This is what is going to move the cursor. Now, outside of this, I can actually take my hand, there's my mouse, and that's because I'm doing that from my laptop. The pen itself, when you see it, it's just this little dot that's moving around. That all seems really straightforward, and outside of that, I pulled up Photoshop because I just wanted to share with you guys the first time trying to draw on here. Let's go ahead and create a new one. The only thing I've done in Photoshop is tried to crop pictures and it's been a long time since I've opened up Photoshop. I played with it, I think, 8 years ago or so in college briefly during a course, and even then we didn't do anything fancy. I don't know what I want this to be. Let's see, orientation of the page. We'll just leave it. I'm just going to go ahead and let it be just basic. Oh, and taking a note because I'm seeing the color here. And I know you can change color depending on what you're working on. I have calibrated my screens. I've calibrated this screen as well as my laptop screen, and even after calibration, I could just be missing a thing and I'm not techie enough to make it happen. But this screen, as far as color goes, is much more saturated than my laptop screen is. My laptop screen is great. I can look at things on there and I'm like, oh, okay, that matches what I see in person. That's really great. That would probably be a good print job. Whereas if I went by the colors on this screen, I don't quite trust them. It's going to be perfectly fine for drawing and designing, and I don't even see it being an issue if I'm looking at the screen while I'm painting, because as long as I'm working in those values, then everything should still match. However, if I'm going for a very certain color, or let's say I'm doing a job for somebody, digital design, anything like that, then I'm going to want to check my colors on a separate screen and not rely on this screen for what those colors actually are. That is one thing that I have noted. I'm going to go ahead and put on, I don't know if you guys remembered, it did come with this glove. And that's part of the fact that since it's not a touch screen, you can rest your hand on it while you're drawing more like a traditional paper, but just like you might want to use another piece of paper drawing on a traditional paper so that you don't smudge it, this is so that you don't mess up your screen. Okay, for the very first time, let's see. I'm just going to not draw because I have a selection tool selected. Let's actually select a pen. And this is where I know I'm going to start getting into more advanced things. I do actually have an Intro to Photoshop course that I'm going to be doing via YouTube. Aaron Blaze has that up. I highly recommend him. He's pretty awesome. And all of his courses are very, very straightforward. Let's see, I just want to paint. Is that? Ooh, okay. Oh, this is cool. Okay, wait, how do I? Can I erase that? I will say that's the one thing about Photoshop and Adobe products is they all of their shortcuts are not like other programs. That's what gets me every time I go into them and I'm like, this totally is going to translate, and it doesn't. Okay, and as far as tracking the mouse going where I'm pushing the pen, seems to be pretty good. The screen is really smooth as far as the pen gliding across it, so the actual pen itself and the nib are working really well. I like it, at least for my first one, having no preference on anything else. There's little buttons on this guy. What is that? I'm just going to click them. We're going to see if something pops up. It did not. What about? There's a dial on the side. It's just a little red dial that zooms in and out. I love that. And there's hotkeys over here that I'm sure as I move forward and learn what I want, I'll be able to set those. For right now, though, let's just try that again. Let's draw. Oh, I don't know. Oh, well, first I have to check the paint again if I want to be able to draw, though. Brush tools. Oh, I want to click Learn How, but we'll do that later. Wait, should we? I don't know. We'll get there. Let's do a fun color. Let's do red. No surprise, right? I'm totally good with picking red. Just draw. Okay, that is me just like pushing down. And if I, oh, you see how I just, oh, I'm super, super lightly tapping it, and then I can push hard and let up. I bet that would look even better. Can I make it thicker? I just want to be able to show you guys. So the pressure's great. Oh, here we go. There's the point size. Right? Is this... I'm glad you guys are along with me for this. It's gonna be great. What's wet media brushes? Can I just... Do I have any of those? Ooh. Oh, that's cool. Watch, press down, very, very light. Press harder. And let back up, harder, up. I mean, this is quite... Okay. How do I get it to be... Okay, so here's the thing. I want to be able to shade. Like, I want this softness, even when, because if I just click lightly, I get that. Can I have the softness even when I'm not? If I up the hardness? No. That's me really pressing. So if I want it to be thicker, let's add in a different color red here. Let's brighten up our red just a little bit. It's normally not my thing. Okay. Ooh, is this where... Did I reverse it? I don't know what I did. Let's try. Oh, now I can't see it at all. Oh, oops, I made it. Did I make it white? I didn't want to make it white. I did. Oh, and now it's small. I don't like that. I wanted big. What did I do? I don't want any of the hardness. I want it really soft. Does that make it... Oh, oops, I'm still white. How do I get... Oh, no. Oop, there we go. Okay, that is light. Hard. That's light. Well, I have just made an entire mess of this whole thing. Okay, real quick. Can I... Ooh, I just have to get the clicking down. Oh, let's try that. What does that do? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's what I really wanted from before. Well, how do I do all that? Can I undo it? Let's see, Control Z. Does that work? Oh, it does. I can do... Okay, so I lied. Some hotkeys I know. Oh, this is gonna be... That's me being very light, so if I wanted to come in and I wanted it darker, I could press really hard. But if I just come in very light, that's cool because I can start off soft and increase the pressure to right there. Okay, so it's tracking like really well. I'm not having any issues drawing. Now, I know there's supposed to be something about random green. Why? Because it's that time of the year, kinda. Right? Oh, this is gonna be fun. I'm addicted. I'm just gonna, I could probably do this for hours and not even realize. This is where I'm like, you know, digital art is cheating. This is so easy. Why? can just kind of, this in theory, if I was painting, would be a glaze. Really light shading. Don't go down the rabbit hole, Alice. Now I want that twirl in the middle. Okay, so I don't want the soft brush. What are special effect brushes? Will you do that? Cool. Oh, splatters. Glitter. Oh, that's... What? This is perfect. I bet if I splatter just a little bit, I just want highlights. So I need it to be a lot smaller. Alright, you, I need you to be white. Okay, let's make them bigger. You guys just gotta watch me just play around. I've never... There. Alright. This is my... I wonder if I press hard on this, we might just do it on the edges. Yep. If you press hard, it just makes it thicker and bigger, like all the other ones. Well, this is my down the rabbit hole. Cool. Well, I could probably play with this for hours, and I'm going to. But I'm going to let you guys go, which means I'm going to edit this video, get it posted, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.